Restore Thrive, we're back talking baseball again here, guys. And what we want to talk about today is improving bat speed. There are a lot of myths in the baseball community about how to improve bat speed. Weighted bats are probably one of the things that we see are still one of the most common things that guys use when they're warming up in the on-deck circle before they go to swing. The research, though, is pretty clear that when you use an overweighted bat, you actually slow down your bat speed. Even though when you pick up your normal bat, it feels lighter. So we have a couple of suggestions. One, if you're in the on-deck circle, swing your normal bat or swing a bat that's a little bit lighter. The reason for that is because what we're doing is we're priming your brain and your body to move quickly. And if you move slower with a heavier bat, what are you training? You're training a slower movement pattern. So think about moving faster when you're in the on-deck circle. When you're in the gym and when you're trying to train, and it's in the off season or in an off day, what we want to do is we want to think in 3 dimensions. A lot of us get really caught up on upper body strength, especially when it comes to hitters in terms of building strength. And what we know is that your power comes from the ground up. And that as we get into our stance and when we load up, what we first do is we load that back leg and then we fire off that back leg. So the force that we're able to generate through the lower body and transfer through our upper body into our arms and through the bat is what's going to give us that power, that pop in our swing. So one of the things we love to do is we love to train with medicine balls. And this is something we've talked about before on our channel. We love doing rotational throws. 2 of the best ones that we love for our throwers are what we call scoop tosses and shot tosses. So the basic idea here, we don't have a mortar wall that we can throw this ball up against today. But what we're going to show you here is the scoop toss first. So what we would imagine doing here is we get lined up with the wall here. We get in kind of our normal batter's stance. And what we're going to do is we're going to load this back side here. We're going to put our weight on this back leg, and then we're going to explode through that back leg, turn our hips, finish with our upper body, and scoop that ball. So it's a lot of lower body explosiveness. The weight of the ball should be no more than probably about 8 to 10 pounds. We actually like using a 6-pound ball when we're trying to develop speed because, again, anything heavier is going to slow us down. So scoop toss is the first one. The second one is what we call a shot toss, and that looks very similar to the shot put. Instead of the ball down by your hip, we're going to put it up by your shoulder. We're going to get into our batting stance again. We're going to load this back side. This time, though, I'm not going to twist as much. I'm just going to shift into my back leg, then fire off my back leg, finish with my arm pressing towards the wall. Get ready to catch that ball as it comes off the wall. These 2 we like to do for somewhere between 10 and 15 reps, and make sure you're working both sides. We see that a lot of times the limiting factor in your ability to create explosive power is how strong you are on your off side. So if you're a right-handed batter, make sure you're doing those med ball tosses as a left-hander as well to keep yourself balanced and to really develop that full spectrum of power that your body's capable of creating. So give these things a try, guys. Let us know what you think. We'll talk to you again soon.